I'm about to eat good, real good. What is that sweet smell in my neighborhood? Yeah, it's enticing, inviting. Hey, what is this aroma that I'm liking? Phat Boy, hey, put some sauce on. Phat Boy, hey, get your place up. Phat Boy, what's up, baby?
What's up, sports fans? Welcome to Game Day with Phat Boy. I'm Rico, aka Phat Boy. Today, I'm going to make for you one of my favorite all-time game day snacks. It's called TD Cheese Dip, and TD stands for Totally Delicious. The ingredients I'll be using today to make this delicious cheese dip is a cup of milk, 2 cups of Colby Jack cheese, a half a block of Velveeta cheese, 2 tablespoons each of onion powder, garlic powder, and Cajun seasoning, with a few cracks of black pepper, 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 cups of salsa, and however many jalapenos you want to add to it to make it as hot as you like it.
Yeah.
The first thing we're going to do is pour the milk into the bowl. The reason we use the milk is to keep the cheese from burning to the bottom of the bowl. Next, we're going to add the cheese to the milk. First, I'm going to add the cheddar jack. Then I'm going to add the slices of Velveeta cheese. Make sure you space them out as much as you can so that they melt evenly. Next, we're going to put the cheese in the microwave and heat it up until it's smooth and melted. It's important when melting the cheese in the microwave that you cover it to keep the heat inside the bowl. I use a microwave cover, but if you choose to use saran wrap, make sure you leave a little opening on the side for ventilation so that the plastic doesn't melt into the bowl. I'm going to heat this up for 4 minutes. While that's heating up, I'm going to start browning the ground beef. Come on and check it out. While the cheese is melting, we're going to brown the ground beef. I preheated my pan so that it'll be nice and hot when I put the meat in there. And now I'm going to break it up to spread it out into the pan. Once I've done that, now I'll be able to add my spices. First, I'm going to add some garlic powder. Then I'm going to add the onion powder. Then I'm going to add the Cajun spice. And get it spread all over and even in the pan. The last thing I'll add to this mixture will be the black pepper. Give it a few cracks. That looks good. Once you have everything in the pan, then you mix it all together. Now, once I get this all mixed together, I'm going to let it cook over the flame for about another 10 minutes or so to get nice and brown. And I'm going to check it every few minutes and continue to mix it up to make sure that all the meat is cooked and not just the stuff that's on the bottom. Now, once we have that going, I'm going to turn the heat up to about medium and just let that cook for a little while the cheese is melting.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? That's not the 2-minute warning. That's the cheese dip. It's ready to go. Remember, when you grab hot things, you want to make sure you have your pot holders, because I don't want you to get burned like the Cowboy secondary. The next step is to mix the melted cheese to get it all blended together. You want to stir it up to get all the chunks out and to make it nice and creamy so that you don't have milk at the top of the mixture. Now that it's nice and creamy, I'm going to add my salsa. Now I use medium salsa for this mixture, but you can buy hot salsa or mild salsa and make it as hot or as mild as you like it. Once I add the salsa to it, I'm going to mix that into the cheese some more. It gives it a nice red color, and hopefully it'll give it some nice heat. Now that I have the salsa mixed in, we're going to add the jalapenos. And I like to have juice in my jalapenos just to add a little more kick to the cheese sauce. Once you add the jalapenos, then you mix that into it and ensure that it's nice and creamy again. Oh, we're getting close to the end now. This is going to be some serious stuff. I smell the ground beef. Smells like it's ready to go. Just going to stir it up a little bit more here to make sure everything is cooked. I also want to make sure that we don't have large clumps of ground beef so you get too much meat in each taste, in each bite of the cheese dip. Oh man, I can smell the spices all mixed together in here. It is really blended well and cooked into the meat. This is going to be incredible. Now I've turned off the ground beef and I'm ready to pour it into the cheese mix. Again, be very careful and make sure you use a pot holder. Since I've used lean ground beef, there's no need for me to drain the ground beef for the extra grease. If you choose to use a less lean ground beef, you definitely want to make sure you drain out all the oil before you add it to the cheese. So now I'm going to add the ground beef to the cheese mixture. Once I've added all of this to the cheese, then I'm going to mix it all up again and put it back in the microwave for an additional 3 minutes. Let me put this back on the stove. Now I have all the ingredients in the cheese dip. Now I'm going to mix it up so that when we get ready to eat this stuff, it is going to be incredible. Again, this is my all-time favorite snack, and every time I have a party, I serve this and everyone loves it. You can use this dip for anything, from chips to bread to liver to broccoli. It doesn't matter. It's going to be totally delicious. This is Rico, aka Phat Boy. It's game time. I'm out.
I'm about to eat good, real good. What is that sweet smell in my neighborhood? Yeah, it's enticing, inviting. Hey, what is this aroma that I'm liking? Phat Boy, hey, put some sauce on. Phat Boy, hey, get your place up.